Hey, what's up? Welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about organizing your business to work smarter, not harder. You guys, and like I said in this video, we're talking about organizing your business and working smarter, not harder. Now, for some of you guys, you might have tuned onto this video and you're already ready to click off, but I promise you, don't do that, because this video has lots of tips and tricks and things that you're definitely going to want to utilize in your business, and I promise you that you're probably not taking advantage of as many of the things that we're going to be talking about today, so you're definitely going to want to stay tuned. Now, this video is part of my intentional New Year's series that I filmed in January 2019 at the start of the year. So no matter when you're watching this video, it's completely applicable. Whether you're watching this when it airs at the beginning of the year, or you're watching this in the middle of the year, or in December, it doesn't even matter. I just want you to know that no matter what I'm talking about, is you can use it throughout the entire year. One thing that I wanted to let you guys know about for this intentional New Year series, I actually created a completely free workbook and guide that will help guide you through your new year, and basically it's going to help you plan out the next couple months and next quarter of your business. So even if you're in the middle of the year, or no matter when you're watching this guidebook is definitely going to be something you want to grab. So click the link down below. I will link it down below, or you can go to jamiedana.com/newyear and you can get your hands on this completely free guidebook. But the reason why we are here today is we are going to be talking about organizing your business, and specifically cleaning out your salon. Now, again, some of you guys might be like, ugh, cleaning out or organizing just sounds horrible. It sucks the life out of you, but I'm gonna break it down and I'm gonna make it really, really easy so that you can tackle it, and I promise you it's gonna eliminate lots of stress. So first, why is this important? Why am I talking about organizing your business and cleaning out your business at the beginning of the year? Well, here's the reason why. A lot of times we have things in the salon that just pile up. We bring in new products, or, you know, when was the last time you actually cleaned out the drawers of your salon? Probably it's been a while, right? I haven't done that in so long, but by organizing, cleaning out your business, getting things ready will really help set you up for success in the next couple months, in the next couple weeks, even in the next couple of days. And if you have a huge mess in your salon, or at your station, or even in one of your back cabinets, it can feel really stressful when you go to mix up your client's color. Maybe you're running a little bit behind, and then you go to grab a bottle and it's like half empty, or you go to mix something up and there's no more of your color because you weren't organized in the first place. And so this can add a lot of stress and anxiety and overwhelm you throughout your day. So when you're working, maybe you're working on 5 different clients, but every time you keep coming back to that cabinet, it's messy and it's dirty and it's stressing you out even that much more. And by organizing, cleaning this stuff out will really help you set yourself up for success and eliminate a lot of that stress, overwhelm, and anxiety. And guess what? Because you're watching this video, that means that this is the perfect time to do it. Whether you're watching this, like I said, at the beginning of the year, or it's the middle of the year, or you just randomly stumbled upon this video, maybe from one of my other videos, or a friend recommended it to you, this is the perfect time. No matter when you joined in, chances are you probably need to clean out spaces in your salon, and the fact that you're watching this video means, hey, it's time to do it. So let's get started. All right, so we're gonna be talking about starting in the salon, and tip number 1 is going to be start in the back room. So I don't know if you guys are like me, but I am a huge color hoarder. So in my back cabinet, I actually have a complete entire back room shelf for me, because I have my own studio. You guys have seen it. If you guys want to check out my salon tour video, you guys can see what that looks like. I'll link it down below. But my entire back room, there's like a full wall of shelf of color, and a lot of people call me a color hoarder because I use lots of different color lines, lots of different products, things that I love. And so yeah, I use a lot of different things. But here's the thing, the back room for me can become super overwhelming. It can be really messy and dirty, and it can just become crazy. And so I want you guys to start in the back room, because that's usually the place that it's the worst. So whether you have a cabinet in the back room, maybe you have a locker, maybe you just have a drawer, or you have an entire back room like I do, I want you to take out everything off the shelf or the cabinet or your locker. Literally get rid of everything. Eliminate everything from that space so you can visually see what you have in front of you and you can clean out the current space that it's living in. So once you've taken all your stuff out, I want you to wipe down the shelf or wipe down your cabinet, wipe down your locker, wipe down your drawer, get rid of all those color stains, get some Windex in there, clean it out, make it nice and clean. Then what I want you to do is I want you to throw away old color tubes. You know those color tubes that are like crusty and have like a squirt of color left in them? Throw those away. You're not gonna use them. They're probably not even good anymore. Literally get rid of all of that stuff. Get rid of bottles, consolidate things. So sometimes for me, I use Shades EQ. So I will consolidate things of like, okay, I've got a little bit of color left. I'm gonna pour it into a bottle that's a little bit more full, or 2 half bottles, make them into 1 bottle. So just by getting rid of that stuff, it's gonna help clean up your space and already start you feel a lot more organized. Also, things where you keep maybe like a half empty bottle or a bottle that has just a little bit left. If you're not gonna use it or you can't consolidate it, throw it away. You don't need that. By the time you're gonna go need the product again, you're gonna need more than just this amount of color or product left. And so you have to go buy a new one at the store anyways. So just either throw that bottle away and get rid of it, get it out of your space. And for some of you guys that rip off color tabs or things like that, or colored boxes to keep track of your inventory of what you need, literally make sure that you cleaned out all of those little extra tubes, tabs, anything like that. Get that out of your space, throw it away, and make it nice and clean. One thing that I like to do is I actually like to go to the dollar store, and they have all of these little containers. They're like little box containers. And what I do is I get those, they're like, I think $1 for 3 of them or something. And I get them and I put them inside my shelves. I take things like that and I put all of my color tubes that are maybe half empty or things that I'm gonna be using, I put those into little containers. And by doing that, instead of just having them all over the place, having them in that little designated container for my color tubes or for my bottles, it helps keep things a lot more organized and so things aren't messy. So definitely go to the dollar store, check out what they have. They've got lots of options there and you can for sure get way more creative, and your drawers and cabinets are gonna look so awesome because they're gonna feel so neat and clean. So one thing that I think we're afraid of when we're organizing things is a lot of times we hold on to things that maybe we don't use or we just didn't really like the product that much, but we feel bad throwing it away. So what I'd recommend is definitely get rid of that stuff. If there's a product that you don't like or you just didn't love, get rid of it. You're not gonna end up using it. You think like, oh, well, I spent money on this and it's almost full. What you can do is you can maybe give it to a coworker. You could donate it to a beauty school, or you know what, sometimes just throw it away. By eliminating your drawers and cabinets of products like this that you're just never going to use, it's gonna help free up your space and you're not having to think about it all the time. Every time you open the drawer and you see that half empty product of something that you don't love, get rid of it. You're never gonna use it and it's really gonna just eliminate that distraction with even in your mind. One last thing that I see get stuffed away in cabinets and in back rooms is sample products. So a lot of times you go to the store, they give you a sample product with a product, or you know, your rep comes in and they give you a sample product and maybe it was a product that you'd never even tried, but you're never going to use it. So get rid of things like that, give them away to coworkers, or just eliminate it from your back cabinet and back room. And I promise you, you'll start to feel a lot more organized. All right, so since we're done with the back room, we're feeling way better, we're feeling organized, let's move on to tip number 2 is clean out your station. So what I want you to do is the similar thing that I had you do with the back room. I want you to go to your station and take everything out of your drawers. If you have a trolley, take all of that stuff out. Take out your brushes, your retail, your shears, your combs, clips, all of that stuff, take it out, and I want you to clean out your drawers. Get rid of all that nasty extra hair, maybe some dried up hair color, you know, dust, things like that. Clean it out. Go through and just literally wipe down all your drawers, make them nice and clean, and now you can see the space that you have and you can organize it so much better. So while everything is out of your drawers and you're looking at it all, I want you to get rid of things like old brushes that you don't use, broken combs, things you're holding on to, maybe pieces of foil that were crumpled up inside there. Get rid of those things that you just don't really love anymore. So you know that like old brush that you keep in your drawer because you are sentimental about it because it was your favorite brush, but then you ended up getting a new brush that kind of replaced it? Get rid of the old brush. You're never gonna use it. You are always gonna just go for your go-to new brush that you have. So get rid of that old brush, just throw it away. It's probably time for it to move on anyways. And again, I want you to think about this stuff when you're going to the dollar store. There's tons of organizers that you guys can get there. IKEA has some really good ones, the dollar store, Walmart, lots of places. There's another store called the Container Store that's literally made for organizing, but you can find things where you can put your shears in there, your clips, your combs. It'll help organize your drawers a lot better, and it'll actually keep things in place and keep it neater so that you don't just go in your drawer and you open it and there's just stuff everywhere. I want you to throw away old products again that you don't use, those retail products that you're probably never gonna sell, or that hairspray that only has a little bit left. Grab a new one at the store and get rid of the old one. Throw away that kind of stuff because it's just taking up space and even mental space in your mind. Every time you open that drawer to go use a product, you're like, oh, well, I can't use that one because I have to tilt it over and I gotta unscrew the cap and then I gotta get a little bit out. Just go buy a new one at the store instead of trying to think about how to use that little tiny bit left in your product. Another thing you can do is clean out your dryer vent, your blow dryer vent. Clean that thing out. That thing gets tons of hair and dust in it. This is the time to clean it out. This is the time to wipe down your station, wipe down your mirrors, wipe down your license, any pictures that you have on your station. Maybe it's time to switch out pictures. If you keep pictures on your station, switch those things out for a new picture and just kind of freshen up your space. This could even mean by bringing in maybe a plant on your station or incorporating things like new business cards, a new business card holder. This is your time to kind of refresh your salon space. Last but not least, label your drawers. No matter where you live, State Board could be coming for you, and so you want to make sure that your drawers are nice and labeled. And again, if you're keeping everything nice and clean, you can probably label some more of those drawers clean versus soiled. So make sure everything's labeled. And again, this is just your time to clean up your little station, and it's just a really fun way to make you feel a lot better about where you work and make you feel better about bringing clients into your little domain. And moving on to tip number 3, work smarter, not harder. So I want you to ask yourself, what is something that I could invest in that would make my life and my business that much easier? So maybe that means investing in a booking software. Like maybe right now you're still writing paper books, or maybe you're using that free software or the free calendar that comes on your phone. So what would that look like if you invested in a real software that could track stats, that could track retention, your retail sales, that could track everything for you that you wouldn't have to think about, that your clients could book online, or even the fact that it could send automatic confirmation texts? How much easier would that make your life? And so for me, I invested in a booking software. I used to use Vagaro. I loved it, and it was just really great. I was able to keep track of things. I was able to see when my client came in last, and I was able to book their next appointments and not even have to think about it. And my favorite feature was that it actually sent automatic confirmation text. So I didn't have to think about remembering it the day before or forgetting and texting my client at 10 o'clock at night because I totally forgot. I would totally do that. I don't want you doing that. I want you to think, how can I invest in my business and work smarter, not harder? So what would that look like? Investing in a booking software could totally be something that I would recommend. Maybe that means hiring an assistant, or if you're a salon owner, hiring somebody that's a receptionist and an assistant, somebody that's gonna help clean up the salon. Maybe that could even just mean somebody that is tearing foils and sweeping the salon and making sure the towels are clean and the back bar is cleaned up. For you as a stylist, maybe that could just mean having somebody come in and help rebook your clients, check them out, take photos for you, things like that. Having somebody there is really gonna make a huge difference. And again, working smarter, not harder. That could also mean something like getting a ring light or a backdrop for your photos, or maybe that means investing in a camera so that you can start taking really amazing photos for your Instagram. Maybe that means throwing away some of your old tools that you don't use. Maybe that old blow dryer that's like from beauty school, yeah, it's probably time to reinvest in something else. So maybe that means getting a newer blow dryer or a cooler curling iron, or maybe it means investing in some new clippers. What does that look like? Working smarter, not harder doesn't necessarily have to come down to hiring an assistant. That could just mean rewarding yourself by buying yourself a new curling iron that you're excited about, or bringing in some new products for your clients to try out. It could even mean getting yourself a styling stool, or getting yourself a really cushy mat, or maybe even investing in some really comfortable shoes that might cost a little bit more money, but I promise you it's gonna be worth it in the long time. So again, really asking yourself, how can I work smarter, not harder, but invest back into my business so that my life is a lot easier? So one thing that I just want you guys to take away from this video is, by getting organized, you're gonna feel so much more stress-free. You're gonna eliminate a lot of that overwhelm that happens in the day-to-day life. And I get it. in salons, things get busy, right? Hair is in drawers and we haven't cleaned out our backstop or back room for months on months, if ever, right? That was totally me, but by eliminating things like that, getting rid of like old color tubes and half-used products, I promise you, it'll make your space feel so much cleaner and it'll make your space feel a lot more blissful, which at the end of the day, in the salon, in a busy workday, is so worth it. So like I said, this video is part of my intentional New Year's series, and I filmed other videos that are part of this series that are going to help you as a hairstylist grow your business, and I linked them down below so you can check them out. And if you haven't already downloaded the completely free New Year Planning Guidebook, I want you to get this one. It's totally free. It's gonna really help you plan out your year, plan out your next month, plan even out your next quarter. So no matter where you are in the start of the year, it doesn't have to be a new year, this will help you plan and get organized in your business by figuring out what you want to do and where you're going with your business. So I just want to say thank you so much for watching this video. I know this one is a little bit different, probably not exactly what you were expecting, but I hope that you get organized in your salon, and after you do, come leave a comment down below this video or send me a DM on Instagram. I'd love to know, and I think it would be really fun if you could take before and after photos. I would love to see that kind of stuff. I'm a total geek when it comes to organizing, so show me your photos. So thanks for watching, you guys. Make sure to hit the subscribe button below. I do lots of videos like this, business tips for hairstylists and techniques in the salon that I use all the time. Make sure to check out my other videos. And like I said, come say hi over on Instagram. I love getting to meet you, and I love getting to hear how these videos are helping you. All right, guys, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video, and I'll see you next time. Everything out, so completely organized. Take literally everything out. Hold on. Get rid of the old one that you're never gonna use. It probably has way too much old hair and it's been in way too many old ladies' hair. Wait, no, I don't wanna say that. All right, so where do we stop? All right, guys, I'll see you next time. No, I don't wanna end it like that.